Fucking start it.
Let's go. I guess.
Career. Hello and welcome to the Sports Disaster.
So that's how it
Whatever this
starts.
is anymore.
It's one of those days.
It
Indeed
is not only for us, but for plenty of teams around sports in general. And hell is especially sad about one of them.
And not
What can we
necessarily.
say?
I have two teams still probably going to claw their way in.
What have we got on the dock today, Hell?
Tonight, we got a little bit of an F1 situation on our board for the first time in a while. NHL, either best of the trade deadline and please laugh at Montreal here.
I mean, last year was kind of a fluke because they were playing in the low north.
All right, enough with that, Kirby. We have an NFL.
Keep making
pre-draft.
excuses.
Okay, focus. We have an NFL pre-draft shit show part 2 again.
College football stonks. Who rose? Who fell? Who might not hear their name called? And all that other good stuff.
Including a certain Falcon being traded to the dark horses. As well as FIFA shenanigans. Jesus Christ, Italy. Hey, you know what? Let's start with boys. Shall we start with the FIFA instead tonight?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Let's go.
It's time to laugh at the
Euro
International
2020.
Italia.
No, guys. I think I got.
How did you not qualify?
Hang on.
You had a Mickey group. Come on.
Listen, guys. I think I got a better sound for this. Are you ready for me to play it?
Get the fuck out of here!
Woo!
It's proof that this league is.
You lost to North Macedonia.
Hold on.
Okay. To be brutally clear,
That was good.
here.
Also,
Shut the fuck up. No one cares. Know your fucking place. Trash.
Okay, let's focus here, boys.
All right, Kirby. That's enough.
Okay, let's get the thing up. So, a couple matches have recently occurred in UEFA for their part of qualification.
Right.
So, we do have a little such. All right, should we go through all the playoff routes
Bring
again?
up the board.
Go.
Yes. There are only 3 playoff routes to determine 3 final spaces. As of this moment, for Path A, only 1 game has occurred. One of the games is being pushed, and the rest of that path will be pushed to June. That is Path A. And for right now, Wales has won against Austria 2-1.
Not bad.
And that June game that got pushed, That was Scotland and Ukraine.
We say no more because we know why.
Yep.
Yep.
And whoever wins that matchup will be playing Wales in June.
Yes.
PAF B. We all know what's happened there. Russia's been eliminated by proxy
Thank goodness.
for obvious reasons. I'm not even going to go in there.
No.
Don't ask me why. I'm going to... Okay. Great.
But I will say this. With the 2 games that got postponed, I have a feeling it'll come to a point where they'll decide, okay, we might still want to do this, or most likely we'll cancel. I think that latter is going to happen, but only time will tell. We also got score alert. What's going on?
Before I continue, I do want to say something, though. That game was actually decided no contest. Poland automatically goes through.
Yes.
And then, but for the other game for PAF B, Sweden won in extra time to the Czech Republic. So basically,
it looks like not to interject, but Northwest Missouri State is going to hold on.
Yep, they're going to three-peat.
Wait, hold up. Northwest Missouri State. That was one of my teacher's alma maters, if I recall correctly.
Nice, really?
Yeah.
Okay, well, let's focus here, boys.
Yep.
Poland versus Sweden on Tuesday, actually. My bad. March 29th is a Tuesday this week, is it not?
March 29th?
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be.
You want to double check here? Yes, it is a Tuesday, so that match will be held on a Tuesday. And let's get to the most interesting PAF of them all, PAF C.
Wow.
Well, let's get the nice one out of the way before we go for the Law Fest.
Do it.
Portugal beat Turkey in the first match 3-1. I need to actually take a look at the main thing here for the second round. Otavio, Jota, and Nunes both scored on that one. And for Portugal, while Yilmaz only scored for Turkey. And before I continue, we have a score update.
Yep. Vegas got on the board. It's 3-1, but 59 seconds later, they scored again. It's 3-2.
Okay. But with that said, let's poke at some fun here.
Let's just say it's not a good idea to support a team whose country shape looks like a boot.
I
will say
it's
it's usually a good idea to bank on their team, but for some reason they decided that instead of playing soccer, it's instead pizza time because they want to go get that instead of playing any further.
They decided it was, how should I put it, kebab time. Okay, but yeah, I'm gonna say this. North Macedonia won in added time.
I think this is the first sports disaster. You pull a joke and maybe choke on his thing of soda.
Let me guess, was it the sad trombone?
Hey, them guys suck.
That they do, because how do you take a division, as Kirby pointed out to us pre-show, that is almost gift wrapped to you, and you completely...
Well, gift wrapped to 2 associations, actually.
I haven't seen anything like that. are that pathetic since Toronto in the North Division 2021.
Oh, no. There's worse. There is worse, Zep.
Oh, I know there's worse, but it's always fun to laugh at the Leafs.
No. For Italy, it's a little bit much worse. It's more worse. 2018 qualification versus
Oof.
Sweden.
Oh, come on. You don't want to laugh at the Leafs? But yeah, it's not time yet. Oh, well.
But yeah, North Macedonia is going through, and they'll be versing in Portugal in Porto. Gillick saying hello to the porta potty in North Macedonia. You'll probably get out.
I'm moving to freaking North Macedonia now.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. I think their first international tournament coming in was Euro 2020. Like their first big one.
Nice.
If I'm not.
I can look if you want me to.
Yes, please. Actually, I can just look here. Yes.
North Macedonia.
Yes, their first major tournament was Euro 2020.
Wow.
They are in contention. They are just one game away. Score alert, go. Go. Score alert.
Vegas just tied the game.
Oh my god, they did. It is Jack Eichel who tied it.
I know that's Chicago.
See what happens when you escape the Sabres?
But
are
you okay? Chicago, are you okay?
With
you
that
know you're
said,
facing Vegas, but are you okay?
With that said, ladies and gentlemen, I believe it's now time for our Prepare for Saltiness banner. Because we didn't do this. Prepare for Saltiness from a Men of Disaster and the Associates, in which case, we've got most of the men today, actually. Apart from Reckoning, who decided to F off in short notice.
I mean, hey, he's got a job too, and he's working the tournament, I believe.
Yep. Don't take what we say seriously unless you're AB. I don't know why I'm still having the AB thing, but we need to retire that soon.
We'll probably retire that before he does.
Okay. Also, I also have to do another. I also probably have to do one of these soon because
nope. That was a false alarm. No score alert.
Actually, yeah, there is.
Oh, really?
Yeah, look in comments. Actually, Billy has given us the
Poor
beauty
Billy.
of it.
Poor
Lady
Billy.
Bulls 28, Louisville 39.
You pronounce it wrong. It's Louisville. We pronounce it Louisville in these parts.
It's called Louisville.
I call it Louisville.
You're saying? Are you telling that to a Canadian that kind of speaks French? Get out of here.
No.
You get
Defenestrate yourself.
No, I'm not.
Well, let's just move on.
This is on.
Worse.
Yeah, they pronounce it Louisville in those parts. And you shut up, Billy.
Okay, moving on.
Career duck my butt.
Guys.
Okay, let's focus. Let's focus here. With that said, this is going to be an interesting. This is going to be an interesting topic because, well, one of the games is postponed. One of the brackets, mainly for right now, is postponed till June. Mainly because of a certain situation.
Right.
However, this game's being played not in Ukraine, but in Glasgow.
Scotland.
Yeah. And primarily in Hampton Park. I also do have to say something. Poland will be hosting the final.
Whatever, I got something for you in poker. I'm not even doing poker, Billy.
We'll see what happens.
He's probably talking to me.
No.
Or Zap if he's competing tonight.
Odds are it's probably me.
Hey, the way
We'll
it's
see what
we'll
happens.
see what happens when we get things
All right.
done.
Should I also look at the second round for other? Should I take a look at other rounds within the group?
Go on. I can't stop you.
Okay. Let's go third round for Asia, actually. At this point,
Billy's ready.
Vatarag. Okay.
Anyhow,
as of this point, for Group A of Asia, 2 teams have already been given the qualification berth. South Korea and Iran. Three teams have been given status that they can only go to the next round. Via seed 3. UAE, Iraq, and Lebanon. This one's going to be one of the most interesting ones that we may possibly have at this point for Group A. Group B, on the other hand, this one's straightforward. Japan and Saudi Arabia have qualified. Australia's going to round 4. Oman, PRC, and Vietnam are all eliminated. But I do want to point something out here, guys, that this also counts as qualifications towards the Asian Cup. So this last round also counted as qualifications for Asian Cup, so be prepared for that. Africa, we are in round 3, and it's a match system. As of this moment, Egypt's leading against Senegal. Liverpool fans, say goodbye to one of your favorite team players, because they might be going out soon.
Oof.
Out of World Cup contention, be it either Mo Salah or Sadio Mane. Cameroon versus Algeria. Algeria is leading in that group. Ghana and Nigeria. That one's still a 0-0 draw. Congo and the DRC and Morocco. That thing's tied 1 apiece, and Tunisia is beating Mali. And just like UEFA, the African Conference has 5 in it. 5 are only allowed in. So, yeah, good luck. And lastly, apart from OFC, Oceania, because I'm leaving that for a little bit of last. For Concacaf, I think we know who's going to get qualifications tomorrow. Canada, if they do the win tomorrow in Jamaica, who is already eliminated, they will be qualified. They are qualified. They cannot go up. They cannot go down.
And the United States has some clinching scenarios too.
Yeah, the main clinch scenarios, actually, not just U.S., but the final. But any nation apart from Canada, which means U.S., Mexico, Costa Rica, and Panama, all have a way to get in the dance.
And I have your scenarios for the USA.
Mm-hmm. They are, and I got a big one.
One, we either need a win against Panama and Costa Rica to draw or lose to El Salvador, or we draw and El Salvador beats Costa Rica. Those are 2 ways we can get in.
Mexico, I got to take a look here. Here's the thing. If Mexico and USA end in a draw, they are still technically, if all of their games are drawn, they still make it in, no matter what the odds are.
And I think we're ahead of them on goal differentials. So
yeah, that would be the main tiebreaker situation. However, if you guys all lose, and Mexico outscores you in those losses, you guys are out.
Right.
And Mexico will go to Confederation playoffs. Costa Rica and Panama still have a chance to get into straight up qualification or playoffs, but we'll see what happens at this point.
If you didn't, so I have score update. Chicago they finally remember how to play hockey. It's now 4-3.
All right.
It's Alex DeBrincat with the goal.
Okay. I do wish to point something out here, ladies, guys. For the final stage, of OFC, they are playing tomorrow. In Doha, Qatar, due to technicalities on how this is going to happen within Oceania. The teams that are competing are Solomon Islands, Papua New Guinea, New Zealand, and French Polynesia, otherwise known as Tahiti. The winners of Solomon Islands and Papua New Guinea will face the winners of New Zealand and Tahiti. Whoever wins is going to go into playoffs against Concacaf.
Vegas just tied the game.
Yep, Vegas just tied the game again.
Yeah, boy. Is this one just going to be a poo-flinging contest?
Unfortunately, that's the way it is. Vegas has been
What
skidding.
happened here? Petrangelo, a lot of traffic.
Okay. I do want to point out something, though, that if I take a look at... I am taking a look at qualifications for South America now. There has been a little bit of controversy with this one.
Let's hear it.
Because Uruguay qualified.
So?
There has been a situation with this one as it contains to a certain, let's just say, a certain goal not being let in. Well, a certain situation that involves a ball and a goalkeeper possibly crossing a line.
Oof.
You can kind of see where I'm going with this, or no?
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, we see.
Is a cross line or not?
Yeah. The ref did not go to VAR.
Okay. Considering how VAR video assist replays have been controversial and hit and miss, I'm not really surprised by this revelation, even though in a case like this, it absolutely could have helped.
Why even have VAR if you're not going to use it?
This is basically 2018. Hang on. You want to know what I'm going to say? This is basically 2018 all over again.
Yep. Also, what'd you see, Valor? Valor?
I think it was doing the roasted.
Yeah.
Oh.
I do want to take a look at this.
I got a funny story.
Hang on.
LeBron just won another award for worst actor. He got a Razzie for it.
Oh yeah. Oh
Let me
yeah.
guess.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Wait,
Danish
what was it for?
Space Jam 2.
Of course
Jam
it is.
2 got a Razzie. Hang on, I want to take a look at for Razzie.
Basically, in an attempt to try and make it work, they took something that would pass for something from 1992 and try to put it in 2022, or even dare I say 2002. You're about 20, 30 years late there. Wait, no. I checked my time machine. Oh, yep, 20 years late. Oh boy.
You want to know what's funny?
And here's the thing to me, kind of take this a little further. With this movie, it felt like they were trying to do way too much to cater to nostalgia, to cater to those who love Looney Tunes.
And guess what LeBron James also won down at the Razzies? He also
What?
won Worst Screen Combo
With the
and
Looney Tunes
Worst
characters.
Prequel, Remake, Ripoff, or Sequel.
A hat
Hang
trick in
on.
the worst possible way. Congratulations.
Let's take a look at the 42, right? Hang on. Do I actually have a list of all the current Razzie winners?
I think they do. You just have to look it up. We have sports to get back to.
Hang on. Here we go. 42. I gotta take a look here real quick.
But in the meanwhile,
I'm doing a quick look here.
While you're doing that, I'm going to cover something. The NFL. We have
let's go to the NFL.
For free agency continues to be wild. There's a personal punch that is packed in there. You guys remember 20-3? Pretty much all of that core has now been torn down, with Matt Ryan being traded from Atlanta to Indianapolis. Matt Ryan, the most successful quarterback this franchise has seen. Matt Ryan, the very guy who's helped them remain competitive since he came into the league. This same Matt Ryan, who helped bring the Falcons the most successful stretch in franchise history, is gone.
Mm-hmm.
What? I know we're going to continue to make 23 jokes now. We never did it, but under Matt Ryan's quarterback and this current core that they had, it was the first time in franchise history they had back-to-back winning seasons. What does that tell you?
Bozo alert.
What now?
They're going, I already know what they're doing. Rev up the tanks, boys!
Yeah. It's going to be a very long few years.
I think the Seahawks and Panthers are also going to be in that tank.
But to me, it feels because with the Panthers, they made a Super Bowl and they just Cam Newton just really didn't do much of anything. With the Falcons, this was only their second Super with as much success as that core brought them. For all to calm down like this, it's actually kind of sad because you expected so much more out of this group. A Super Bowl or multiple appearances in the conference championship. But they continue to flame down the first round. And the last time they made the playoffs, Kirby, you should know about this. They lost to your Eagles on the way to the Super Bowl. That was the last time that Atlanta made the playoffs.
Only a brick wall can stop you.
Its name is the Eagles.
Okay, I do want
to. But that's not all that happened, and hell will you take it away.
Oh, it's not that. I'm looking at something else on the Razzies.
Ooh.
There is an award that only Bruce Willis has won last year for the 2021 season.
What's that?
Worst performance by Bruce Willis in a 2021 movie.
And with as much as he put out in 2020, 2021, it's not really that surprising. Sometimes you're just so bad that you have no idea. Like you realize how bad it is until you take a step back and look. AKA Jacksonville. I should have said Jaguars because Jags, what are you doing? It's just what I don't even know anything you can say other than just what are you doing? With yourselves, with the team.
Enough about the Razzies. No. It's our show. Yeah. We do whatever we want.
Yes, please.
All right. I do also want to point out, Kirby, you have something on your own draft stonks, I think, right now.
Yeah. So I think you all know what's going on with pro days now coming on, and in the heavy heat of it, a few risers have been guys like the typical guys you expect to have some good day. Good people talk about like Malik Willis, whatnot. Jordan Dave, basically any Georgia player is going to have their stonk going up because they were really good this year. They won a natty. But you also have guys that had some questions like Matt Corral, who left his bowl game due to injury. It did seem to be much of an issue for him as he did pretty well in his combine. It seems like if a team needs a quarterback, he'll probably go in the first round right alongside Willis. And now we get to a couple guys that fell. N'Kobe Dean being one of them because he only wanted to do position-specific drills, which is a red flag to a lot of teams. And then there's Aggies. Oh boy. To say that their draft stock took a hit because one of their players who was at one point considered to be a first. I'm going to talk about him because he's the big fish. DeMarvin Leal. He was a guy who didn't have the greatest tape, and he needed to have a good combine. He didn't. And then ran as a tweener and a tackle a 5.0740 time. Yikes. I guess we'll be hearing from him. We'll be seeing him on day 3.
And Held has his favorite lacrosse jersey back on.
I had to swap because I poured water on my shirt that I was wearing.
Still, could be worse.
And the pants, too. And
Could be worse. Could be worse. You could have spilled grape juice all over it.
Get the fuck out of here!
What?
You knew that was coming.
So what? The difference is they actually got a laugh out of somebody.
Yeah, but you got like a really.
You're just have everybody play the sound. Play the frickin' sound.
Oh.
You know I'm right.
I'm not playing it.
Why are you booing
Why are
me?
you
I'm
scared
right.
of playing the darn sound?
Why are you booing? You didn't boo me. I heard you.
That one?
Why are you booing me? I'm right.
I'm just going to say this. Kirby mentioned that time. That is one of the worst times I've ever seen. And with the guy who wants to only play positional stuff, I haven't seen something like that in a while. The only comparison I can think of, other than like a Ryan Leaf, being Nail Yakupov, and all of us know what happened to both of them and what labels now linked to them. So, buddy, just don't do that. I don't know what else to say other than just don't do that. Okay. So.
Okay.
Are we good with football?
Hang on. I got someone on my list. If you recall, we had Euro 2020 last year. We also had a certain situation during that tournament. Christian Eriksen. If you recall, Christian Eriksen had somewhat of a cardiac, had collapsed on the field during Denmark-Finland that year, if you recall. Well, he's back on the field again.
Thank goodness.
Of course, with a heart restarter on him, inside of him again, which I think is a good thing. Anyways, he's back in the Denmark jersey, and guess what he did?
He scored?
He scored a goal. Goal in a friendly.
Hello, my friend.
Good to see him back.
Indeed. I think this is a friendly, I believe. Let me take a look. Yes, it is. It's against Netherlands, and the Netherlands are winning.
At least Eriksson scored.
Yeah. He scored at the 47th minute.
Nice.
All right.
Also, we're going to make a brief mention of the USFL. That's somehow starting up. Okay, next.
Montreal, eat your heart out.
Yep. And we unfortunately have to eulogize the Montreal Canadiens already because they went from being a Stanley Cup finalist in 2021-22 season to in the 2020-21 season being the first team eliminated. This has not happened since I believe you got to check my notes on this, but the last time this happened was Edmonton and Carolina after their miraculous runs to the 2006 Stanley Cup. Neither qualified for the Stanley Cup playoffs.
But I think Tampa's still in playoff position. I think they're second.
They are second in the Atlantic.
They're third.
No, they're
fourth in
they're
the
in
division,
fourth.
but they do hold the first wild card by a decent bit.
They're in fourth in the Atlantic right now.
But for Montreal, we continue to say that. Montreal kept gambling. They kept gambling on getting rid of these players and trying to find better ones. They kept gambling on risky players, for the Alex Hemskys. And now we are seeing all that gambling that Marc Bergevin took. He hit the bankrupt space on the wheel.
Hang on.
And even after the 8-33-7 stretch, and Bergevin being fired, as well as head coach Dominic Ducharme, their new core of coach, GM, and president, which includes Coach Maurice St. Louis and Jeff Gorton as president, to me, it feels like they're having to start over. Keep in mind, all the names they had Kotkaniemi. He's gone. They had Radulov. He's gone. The list just goes on. But the time has come for all those gambles to no longer pay off by the looks of it. And it was time. Health, what you got?
That's all I'm just going to say at this point.
That's all.
Yep.
They just hit the bank.
Hang
on. Or
from Wheel of Fortune.
No, I don't have that. But I have this instead.
No help. No help at all here.
Does that make sense?
It does make sense, and unfortunately, they've done that 8-33 and 7 stretch. I want to say 8-37-3. If they had to start the season, plus the injuries that they've sustained throughout the year, including Joel Edmondson, and plus Shea Weber might not play hockey again, and Carey Price, we don't know if he'll play next year. It's a recipe for disaster this season for Montreal. And it might take a few years, if not a little while, to undo this damage. Because, Bergevin.
Okay.
Oof.
All I can say for this one is Montreal has just become a sports disaster in its own right.
Hey, anytime we can pull these shameless plugs.
Yeah.
You guys are Kirby Valor. Any thoughts on Montreal?
They you know how I feel that they were beneficiaries of being in the low North last year.
They were playing in a very weak North Division.
Okay.
Yeah, but the time has come. But on the other hand, we have some very interesting stuff going on with the NHL playoff race.
This one might be just one of the closest races that we might ever see in the Pacific Division, Pacific branch of the Western Conference.
Keep in mind,
if I'm not mistaken.
At the moment, Vegas, the Vegas Golden Knights are on the outside looking in. How often do you say that?
Not often.
Pretty often.
Just be glad we're seeing it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah, not often, but it's still it's.
And we got a score update from Billy. Louisville is leading the Lady Vols 55-50.
I do want to also point someone out as To be fair, this could be the first time that both expansion teams from 2017 to 2021 have been eliminated at this point.
It would be the first time Vegas got eliminated, that's for sure.
If that's what happens, it would be the first time Vegas got eliminated.
But it hasn't happened yet, though.
If Vegas is gone, Peter DeBoer has to be gone.
Absolutely. DeBoer,
Amen.
Here's the thing. I know we've clowned if games gone off, no trade, but I know we clowned them for continuing to go all in. But they're doing it with the wrong guy. Kirby is absolutely right. If they don't make it this year, with as high expectations as Vegas has, if the board is still around next year, punt the season. Don't even think about playoffs, just punt it. Because
I'm also going to say hit the board in the groins. Means with the pink slip.
I don't mean absolute Tankley Cup level. I'm talking about the worst spot imaginable. Limbo. With the board. You're not good enough to make the playoffs, but not bad enough to get a high pick. That's where you'll be if you continue the DeBoer experiment next year.
Yeah. I also want something to say here for right now. Vancouver is hanging on for dear life at this moment.
They are.
And they are trying to hold, and they're trying to climb. Hang on.
They're only 3 points behind Vegas, but
yeah,
in 1 minute, 10 seconds, it's about to become 4.
Yeah.
All right, I am going to head on out. You guys enjoy the rest of your day.
Thank you, Kirby.
Yeah, Kirby.
But no, for me, the way it looks right
there
now,
were 4.
The way it looks right now, the Eastern Conference is it's pretty much set other than positions with in the Atlantic Division, Florida, Tampa, Toronto, and Boston. Not in that particular order, but those 4 teams are the teams that work to get in. For the Atlantic Division, it's Carolina, the Rangers, the Penguins, and the Capitals who are still hanging around. And that's about it for the East. What's surprising to me is that we're not talking about the Islanders in this regard. Yes, they've been struggling, and when it came to the trade deadline, they did
nothing.
They're expecting. It's kind of a sign as saying, "Okay, we trust you guys. Let's just keep going forward." When the Islanders are significantly out of even discussion. So the back-to-back Eastern Conference finalists in the Islanders could be eliminated before there's a good odds that happening when they're making it. Try saying that somebody at the beginning of the season.
Where is it? There it is.
Warning, overtime has been reached. Hide your kids and your liquor, because this could be going to be long and or deadly.
In Vegas.
That means officially Vegas now has 75 points. They are now tied with Dallas. However, as Kirby mentioned, Dallas only has 4 less games.
Yep, they have games in hand. So Vegas is, we repeat, the Vegas Golden Knights are on the outside looking in. And that's on the West. Yes, it's still wide open, but at the same time, and we already mentioned the East, how while you're getting yourself some food. Pretty much, to the surprise of absolutely everybody, the Islanders are in discussion. What do you think? What do you say to that?
For Elam or
Islanders?
For the Islanders.
They're not. There's no even talks of them making the playoffs.
Well, here's the thing. They started the season off with a really long road trip.
They did. Because their arena in Belmont Park wasn't ready.
Yeah, UBS wasn't set up yet. UBS at Belmont wasn't set up. Now it is, and
they have been
overtime about to begin.
I do want to ask everyone here, who's been to Belmont at this point?
What? I haven't, but I have looked into it. It's a very, very good building.
Mm-hmm. It does give off like a good. How should I put it?
Retro? Would you say?
It's kind of like the Fort Neverlose, correct?
Yes, it has that feel of retro stadium with all the amenities of a modern one. So here's the thing: it's a very nice building to go see a game. You can see all the stuff they put into it. This is what Islanders fans have been hoping for, and this is how you repay them. This is how.
Oh my!
All right,
what
all right. I need to grab a lacrosse stick because I need to.
Oh, 2-on-1 for the Hawks.
Hang on. Do you want me to tell you something funny at this point?
Go ahead.
Stop.
Islanders, you have met the. Unfortunately, you have met the same fate as the same city named lacrosse team. Here's your lacrosse stick. Shove it up your derriere.
I don't think it's that.
It's not even that.
I think.
Hang on.
That goes to the Flyers.
Not yet. I mean, are you talking about the Wings? Maybe, actually, I'm trying to forget. I almost forgot about that. Yeah, but Wings are sucks. Or suck.
Yeah, the Red Wings, to me...
Not Red Wings. I'm talking about Philly Wings.
There are no Philly Wings.
Philadelphia Wings. Nimrod. NLL.
We're talking hockey. Where are you?
Yeah, well,
We're talking hockey.
Yeah, whatever. All right.
But here's the thing. Philly has its wings clipped, and they probably deserve to cross stick up there, you know where, because they decided, let's double down on our attempts to gamble, signing Rasmus Ristolainen to a 5x5. And you know what's even funnier? They have a trade deadline. The guy who's led them since Dave Hacksaw was coach, Claude Giroux. They traded Flyers. I know I'm a fan of a division rival, but I have to ask you guys, what are you even doing?
I don't know what you're doing, but keep doing it.
We
have an idea. Here's an empty plate. You fill it up with your own shit.
I don't even think they can do that since
they can't even fill, and they still can't fill that.
I mean, with their own diarrhea.
I don't even think they can shit.
And they still can't fill that plate.
And then we have Buffalo to mention. Buffalo. We continue to have hope that you actually do something. You had a red hot October, and then you went from red hot to colder than Antarctic winter.
Oh, that was so close to ending it.
Hang on. I do want to bring up a topic that Billy decided to bring up on our chat here as well.
Right.
Yeah.
Which is thoughts on Triple H deciding to hang up his boots.
To me, it's some people or some athletes. You really wish.
Score! Vegas wins.
Vegas wins in OT. Wow.
I'm not going to play this now, but let's focus on the Triple H thing.
Go back to what I was saying.
Oh my gosh.
You really
Guess
wish.
who? Evgeny Dadonov.
Oi! What did I say, Valor?
Valor, you don't want to interrupt health.
Oops.
He goes berserk.
Really wish that it could have ended much better than it did for Triple H. But with the health scare he had, which, correct me if I'm wrong, but I do believe it was a heart attack that sidelined him. It just sad because you hate to see such a prolific, such a decorated, and such a well loved and respected figure in that sport have to go out not on their own terms, but he basically did. It's sad. It happens, and no matter what, it never feels right. It just never does.
Mm-hmm.
All
I can say is, Triple H, thank you for your time in WWE. Hopefully, John Cena doesn't throw a lot of shit.
Triple H, you produced some very good matches, especially with those feuds with The Rock in 2000 and creating more feud with Many of the modern superstars.
Did Triple H have a feud with Cena as well, or no?
I'm not sure.
I'm not really considering it a feud, but I think he had a few good matches with Cena as well.
Yeah.
Even still, it just never feels right when people when they're not.
Yep.
That's
right, Billy.
DX, yeah.
And DX. And we have 2 words for you. Suck it.
I see somebody's not a fan of him.
Oh, yeah. No, that's just DX's catchphrase. Oh, yeah. John Cena, Triple H for the WWE Championship in WrestleMania 22. Don't forget that.
I do also want to point out something, though, from my perspective here at this point. Before we go into any other topic, but do we have any other NHL bullcrap that we need to do?
Yes, I'm going to. I just want to give a mention to Marc-Andre Fleury. I think he was the biggest winner of the trade deadline. He's going from Chicago, a team that tried to turn a rebuilding team into a playoff contender with one off season. And he goes to Minnesota, who, yeah, they had to lose Concacaf, but Fleury's. I have a feeling Fleury's going to be much, much happier with the Minnesota Wild, and he's especially the right guy for them as he has the playoff experience.
Yeah, come on.
Basically, the only Chicago, in trying to get him, somehow looks even worse than they did. And I'm really excited to see what Fleury brings to a Wild team that's looking to make some noise in the postseason. Only one team could stop them. The Avalanche, who, like the Panthers, loaded up at the trade deadline. The Panthers got Hay. They got Claude Giroux. While the Avalanche got Arturi Lehkonen and Nico Sturm, as well as Josh Manson. Three younger guys who have some experience, but are definitely take a team that was great and trying to push them over the top. The one thing I can say that could doom them into becoming the new 2010s Capitals is their goaltending. Francouz has looked solid. Kemper has been streaky. It's can this hold up? Because I have a feeling both these two teams will have to play each other in the playoffs. And if so, my money would be on Minnesota.
I do have to say something. I do have to laugh at a certain team for picking up a dead man's contract.
That is?
Vegas and Ryan Kessler's.
Oh, that deal.
Ooh. Not that one.
Vegas, say hello to some dead cap. You're paying for his final wages. Because I'm probably guessing he's retiring. Hang on.
I don't think.
When was his contract supposed to be up? That's my question. Because if it's up by this year, good luck paying off his final contract.
Here's the thing. I don't think that happened because the trade was voided. Remember, Kessler and Moore for Donov didn't happen. And because of that, no salary, I believe, is transferred. But Vegas, we get
pay off.
Why?
Right? So the Ducks are still paying off the contract, I guess?
Yes, because the trade was voided. No salary changes hands. Moore is still on Anaheim's cap hits. Yikes on them. Kessler's still on their cap. Double yikes. And Evgeny Dadonov, who has been protected lately, is probably in one of the most awkward scenarios we've seen this side of Urban Meyer.
Don't bring that idiot up by his name, because honestly, that's going to get us cursed in more ways than one.
Do you think he cares?
Who else can I use here? Paul Julian, Mark Bergevin?
Well, you can curse Fowler.
No, I'm asking you. Help! I'm asking you. Whose name can you use? Travis Green, Jim Benning.
Of course, Jim Benning, because honestly, he's more basically he was more of an ass than basically he was more drunk on draft picks and on worst deals than fucking who am I gonna? Oh yeah,
Doug
Berkey
Culverhouse?
from Berkey.
I'm going
But
to say this.
Burke,
At least,
hang on, whoa! But Berkey actually did a good draft day situation with his when he was part of Canucks.
absolutely. And then you have Jim Benning and the Evgeny Dronov trade, both of which just look bad.
I wish I had a certain video. Hang on, I wish I had a certain video. Duck, Valor, you know which video I'm asking for, right?
Yes, I kind of know.
Say it.
Clear. That one. If you don't know which.
Revitalize.
They asked him how much?
Yep, they asked him that much. Marge Shot. Oh my goodness, Billy, that is another name of embarrassing.
That's another name for another day, Billy.
That is a.
That's more of a
name
U-Tree
right there.
shitstorm and a half, not us.
Yeah. Yeah, leave her name out of this.
Yeah, just wow. I did not think that name was going to get brought up, but it did.
Billy.
Hang on. I do also want to point out something else. Can we
Yes.
go to the MLL real quick if that's possible?
Yep, rapid fire. Go.
Go ahead.
All right. Yesterday. Okay, I guess that's kind of a good thing. Yes, for the last, I got the last couple games here actually. Yesterday's game from the San Diego Seals and the Vancouver Warriors. The Warriors won that game by 2 points. Final score for that one: Vancouver 14, San Diego 12.
Not a bad game.
There was another match that happened earlier this morning. Halifax Thunderbirds 11, Buffalo Bandits 16.
See, Buffalo, at least you have the Bandits.
Yep.
And the Bills. Don't forget the Bills.
Oh yes.
At least there's one good team in KeyBank Center.
We'll talk about
You're
that.
not wrong.
Hang on, Billy. We'll talk about that.
We'll talk about
more
March Madness
that
pretty soon.
foul soon.
And speaking of which, tip-off isn't far off now. For the first
I do
game
also
will
want to
be
hang on.
Houston
Whoa.
and
I do want to
Villanova.
post it. And we also have a game right now that's happening, and it is Toronto Rock and Georgia Swarm. That one is happening right now. Swarm is leading 3-1.
Uh-oh.
At least Adina can still be proud of one team in the state of Georgia that decided not to fuck the ball so hard it made it not.
Don't worry. He's got the Bulldogs and Braves. He's good.
I would still count the Swarm as under his umbrella of fandom, I guess.
I'm not sure if Adina follows across, though.
Still, could be worse.
Could be the case.
Could be Valor.
Oh, don't you start with the Top Gear stuff.
I've already been saying that.
Okay, fair enough.
It could be worse. I could bring up Mammoth.
You realize the Mammoth are good. I'm not going to go there.
Mammoth,
No.
Magma, Ricky.
Are you
Williams.
You want to know what?
Really?
Hang on. Hang on.
And
Guys,
the
tell me who is
from
the leading
Baltimore,
champion in the
Maryland.
NLL as of this? Who's returning champion for NLL?
Look at the money.
I think it's the Roughnecks.
It is the Roughneck. Yeah, it is actually the Roughnecks with their third title.
Wow, lucky guess.
Yeah, shocker. There is a downside though.
That is.
They are halfway to Toronto and Philly's records. Because they host they hold the most titles at 6 apiece.
Oh, I thought you were talking about in the standings. Okay.
No. No, Philly's doing. I think Philly's doing okay at this point. I'm taking that back.
Philly baseball doesn't start till mid-April. Don't bring it up.
Yeah, they are
Dodgers.
six in the East.
Oh God, the Dodgers.
And there's how many teams? Like 11.
1, 2, 3, 4. No.
Or is there
8.
14?
There's 8. 1, 2, 3, 4.
18 teams?
6, I believe. 1,
Oh,
2.
God.
Oh, there's
The thing
14
that
teams.
puts me off is that the
Yeah.
Baltimore
1, 2, 3,
originally had a team in
4, 5,
in,
6,
NLL.
8,
The team's now known as the Colorado Mammoth.
13, 14. 14. And then there's going to be a 15th team popping up soon, next year, actually. And we all know who that is. It's Vegas.
Of course.
You want to know something funny?
Who Killed Captain Alex is one of the best, worst movies of all time.
Okay. I
I'll
also
tell you
want to
the
say
best,
something.
worst movie of all
Okay,
time.
guys, I do want to say
The
something,
Road.
though. Calgary's in the bottom 2 in the West.
Mm. Wow.
Guess who's third?
Your boys.
Your Vancouver Warriors?
Yep.
At least I know.
And you want to know what's even more funny? 2 Canadian teams in the East hold power of possibly going into the championship. For both.
Halifax and Toronto.
Yep. Oh, my opinion, they need to start up a team in Montreal.
Didn't they already have a team?
I think I don't know. I don't think so. I do also want to. And,
Yeah, they had a
we are
Montreal
past an hour.
Express, but
Okay, we're
that team
past an
didn't
hour.
last long.
Yeah.
They became
gonna-
the Swarm.
Mm-hmm. All right. I do want to say something. We are past the hour mark. I believe it's time that we do our shit stain of
Hold
the week.
on. Didn't we put in another topic?
Oh, right. F1. I forgot.
That and
No.
yes. It was one I put in.
And
Did you just recently put it in, or?
No, I put it in as soon as it
Oh,
occurred.
yeah. Okay. Yeah. So
There's-
should we start? Let's go with F1 first, and then we'll go into the USF. Okay.
I want to make one mention before we get to F1. Because it was brought up about the St. Peter's Peacocks.
Oh,
March
yeah.
Madness,
Go
I'm
for it.
covering that
Go.
right now. It seems like every year there's always that one team that comes out of nowhere. No analyst gives them a shot, and somehow they just find a way. It was Loyola a couple of years ago. This year, it's St. Peter's. They don't care about your brackets. They don't care who you have to face. They're just going to come in and cause chaos. There's always that team. You never know who it is until they destroy your bracket. This year, it's them. Going the farthest they've ever gone in, dare I say, athletics history. This is only the 4th time making the NCAA playoffs, St. Peter's. This is their first time they have advanced past the first round ever.
And they are the first 15 seed to make it to the Elite Eight. You see, Iona? That is how you represent the Metro Atlantic Athletic Conference in the tournament. You see how it is? It's not that hard, is it? Screw you, Iona. You've been holding St. Peter's back. This is what you get.
Okay, Zeb's gonna take a quick hiatus. All right. So with that said, I'm gonna go F1 a little bit. So don't go.
You go ahead and go.
Yeah.
My radio
So-
just rolled me again.
So next week, so this last weekend, the Scuderia pulled a 1-2. Scuderia Ferrari, Forza Ferrari. Hey, for some of our, I also want to say a grand Forza Ferrari to our Ferrari fans out there, if they're actually choosing to watch this. Jesus Christ.
Ooh.
F1 kicked off last weekend in Bahrain.
I actually saw part of that Grand Prix.
Yeah. You saw like the last bit, I think, right?
I think so, yeah.
If it was the last part, then you know it was kind of like, then you kind of know how I'm going to say this.
What I saw was
the current champion and his team spin out of the race.
oof.
Nice. That's right. Max Verstappen and got out, decided to retire in his own right due to electronic mishaps in his car. And guess what happened afterwards? Perez did a spinala.
And where did Lewis Hamilton finish in that?
He finished in the bronze medal spot.
Oh, he finished third. Okay.
Yeah, he finished third. Ferrari pulled a 1-2. Who won that race? Followed by... Okay, I actually got to get this. I got to get the race standing up for that one. Bahrain. All right. So, winner is Leclerc. Ferrari pulls a 1-2 with Leclerc and Carlos Sainz getting the 1-2. Hamilton for Mercedes. The Mercs get a 3-4. Got 3-4. Haas got fifth. Got a fifth place finish from the Flying Dane himself, Kevin Magnussen. Welcome back. Heck, you beautiful Danish bastard. Alfa Romeo got a 6. Got number 6, which is Bottas, followed by Ocon, Sonoda, Alonso, and getting his first points in an F1 car, Zhou. Oh. The rookie this year got a seat. Got his first points this year with Alfa Romeo in seat number 10. Schumacher finished 11th. Followed by Lance Stroll, Albon, Ricciardo, Norris, Latifi, Hulkenberg, Perez, Verstappen, and Gasly. If you're wondering why I didn't say Vettel, he tested positive for Corona-chan.
All right.
All I can say for tomorrow is Red Bull, may God have mercy on your soul. Mercedes, eat your heart out.
I had to mute myself. My mom just got back from a baby shower.
All right, Duck, you're up. Get it at him.
Okay. So, if you recall on Wednesday, the USFL has just released their rule book on how the 2022 season is going to go. For example, their first game between the New Jersey Generals and the Birmingham Stallions are going to follow these rules. First up, if the game goes to overtime, it will be a 3-round shootout with a series of 2-point conversions for each team. If there's still a tie after 3 rounds, we go to sudden death until there is a winner. And for the timing, it's going to be like college football. After the 2-minute warning in the second quarter and the fourth quarter, if the team gets the first down, they will stop the clock, thus giving you more time. And for the extra point, after a touchdown, you have 3 options. 1, you can kick the 33-yard extra point, like in the NFL. 2, you can go for 2 from the 2-yard line, or you can go for 3 points in the 10-yard from the 10-yard line. That means a 2-possession game is an 18-point lead in the USFL. Now, from kickoffs, again, like they're going to be from the 25-yard line, and nobody from the kicking team can line up from behind the 1-yard line. So nobody can line up from their own end zone. The receiving team can have 8 players from between the 45 and the 35-yard line on their own end. And if the ball goes 20 yards, the receiving team must touch the ball first. If there is a dead ball, the receiving team will get the ball from that spot. And let's go with punts. the gunners, which are the players that run down the sidelines to try to tackle the returner, they cannot line up outside of the numbers, and they can't be double teamed until the ball is punted. Onside kick, there are two options. One, you can just kick the onside kick, or you can try a 4th and 12 from your own 33. That kind of reminds you of the AAF, doesn't it? And for pass interference, a topic that the NFL has been trying to fix for a couple years now, for OPI, they try to make it simple. For OPI, if it's behind the line of scrimmage, there's no foul for passing. If the pass is complete behind the line of scrimmage, there could be no pass interference or illegal man downfield penalties. For defensive pass interference, you cannot tackle a receiver intentionally beyond the 15 yards. It will be a 15-yard penalty or a spot or at the spot of the foul if it's behind the 15 yards. If the foul occurred less than 15 yards, then it's going to be a spot foul. If it's beyond 15 yards, it's just going to be a 15-yard penalty. And there's a chance for offensive explosiveness because there are now 2 forward passes, which, take for example, you're at midfield. The quarterback can draw back, throw to a receiver at the 40, and the quarterback can run all the way to the end zone. The wide receiver can then throw the ball forward towards the end zone for a touchdown. So you are allowed 2 forward passes. And that's going to make for
basically you're allowed a double Philly special, right?
Yes. And for instant replay, you're only allowed 1 challenge, and all the reviews go directly to the Fox Control Center in LA. And guess what? They can overrule, and you are allowed to overrule penalties. However, they can only be personal fouls or pass interferences. Those are your rules for the United States Football League. And that should make it an exciting summer and an exciting spring.
As I said before with this new USFL, I won't, and this all sounds great, don't get me wrong. I also know, give it a couple weeks before you can say anything legitimate. Because we all know what happened with the last couple of attempts to try summer football. The XFL, unfortunately. The AAF, say more.
AAF, it was their fault. XFL, they couldn't control.
Yeah, again, XFL wasn't their fault. AAF, it might have been their fault.
Don't worry. The Rock will save it next year.
Okay. Can I go for
this? We have a score alert.
And probably this one will be the final score update of the night. The Lady Volunteers have decided to lose. Final score 62-68.
So that means Louisville is on to the Women's Elite 8.
Yep.
I think they take on either Michigan or South Dakota.
Okay. Now, with that said, I think it's time for our shit stain of the week.
I agree.
All right.
I have 2 of them down. I just need.
I think we can hang on. I think for the first time in a while, I think we can nominate an automatic gold for this position.
That is
Italy.
But it's Italy.
It's tough because also Vegas with the Donov trade. That makes it tough.
Okay, should I show up this one from Billy or no?
Uh-oh. What is it?
Oh, wait, it's still going. That's an update? What the? Damn it, Billy!
What?
All right, but anyways, gold is Italy because, of course, they lost to North Macedonia at the buzzer. Or Silver is, and Billy's saying silver is to him because he donated $5 to a VTuber saying still is go to Super Bowl.
Bruh.
That's the silver.
And bronze goes to number 1 Ole Miss baseball for getting raw dog by the Bulls 12-1.
I'm voting Billy's
Wow.
silver, but the rest of it, yeah, understandable.
I do actually.
But also, I put mine in the chat.
Zep, I think you're gonna get vetoed because I think we have an automatic gold. At
Yeah,
this
you're
point.
going to get vetoed because our automatic gold is Italy.
Fair
Yeah.
enough.
How
So
does the European champions miss out on the freaking World Cup? Tell me!
Not just not
Tell
Feasting.
me!
I have an answer
for the
for Duck.
second year in a row, to be honest.
I have an answer for you, Duck, and you, Helv. They can't stop feasting on those L's. They need help from addiction to losing.
You want to know what I'm gonna say at this point?
This isn't all you can eat buffet when it comes to the L's, boys. Please stop. Just stop. Get some help.
And this is what happens when basically your goalie decides to go full ape shit. And you want to know what's even more funny? Italy outshot them.
Wow. And you still freaking lost.
And you still fuck the ball so hard that it decided to explode in your face and give the point to North Macedonia.
Why does this give me Seattle Sounder vibes? Because Seattle did the exact same thing in the MLS Cup playoffs last year.
Oh my gosh.
All right. You know what? All right. You know what? Screw it. You have to come up with silver and bronze this week. Italy is our golds for Italy is automatically yes. Yeah, Zep.
Yes,
All yours
Zep.
is getting
Yeah.
bumped one.
You gotta get rid of one.
But I am going to, I already know which
30
which it's
seconds.
going to be.
I don't even need that.
All right, I'll start us off. We'll let the other ones think further. But of course, gold. We already mentioned it's Italy because, yeah, you guys decided not to show up when you needed to show up most. Congratulations. Silver, the Vegas Golden Knights. Oof, that Evgeny Donov trade. You either now need Donov to play like he's Mark Stone, or a player better than Mark Stone, who, keep in mind, is your captain, or he needs to go on LTIR so you can circumvent that because you're slammed right up against the cap. And if you activate a guy off LTIR, which the team has been using a lot this season, you're toast. Oh, and yeah, let's keep in mind you're on the fringes of playoff elimination.
Hey, that looks cool. Let's go do that.
Congratulations. But also, next up for me would be the Cleveland Browns. Did any of you guys watch the introductory press conference that Sean Watson had?
I have to.
Awkward.
Zep,
I don't
I'm
know.
reminding you that your list is getting bumped down
Someone's
because
having feedback.
Ballard, do you have your?
so your Browns will be the Cleveland.
So
I
I'm
think
thinking
you
here
guys
between. I'm
choosing
thinking
silver
Vegas
as your
definitely
bronze
because what has
or
happened
sticking
to
with your
them,
bronze
they've
as your
fallen
bronze.
off.
Tyler, can you hear us?
I pretty much think that the Eichel trade has made them much worse than they were beforehand, and not to mention the
Mhm.
cap issues they have.
All right. Zep, I do have to say something. So your goal, so of course gold's going to be Italy. Silver's for you is going to be Vegas, I guess.
It is.
And
But
then
also bronze. I think the story got lost in what I was trying to say. Got lost in the mix. But did you guys see the Deshaun Watson introductory press conference? Did you guys see
Oh, we're going there for that one.
Oh boy.
Oh my goodness gracious. That was one of the most awkward introductions I have ever seen for any professional sports player. Not just in football, not just in Ohio, but across sports, period. That was one of the most awkward situations. And if the Browns fans weren't already booing Deshaun Watson, they might be now. Way to ruin something that was already good, Cleveland. An honorable mention for me goes to the Ottawa Sanders. I have one question for you, Ottawa. What are you? You have a deadline where you can accrue quite a few picks, and all you do is get rid of Nick Hall, your best player, for an underwhelming return. That's not how you do a trade deadline, Dorian. Do you guys want to keep spinning the hamster wheel? Because that's how you keep spinning the hamster wheel.
Yes.
Okay, I'll go next because honestly, why the hell not? So, of course, Gold Italia. What the? Oh my goodness! Silver. I'm choosing Vegas because holy crap, you guys fucked the ball so hard on that. You fucked that puck so hard. It just basically exploded with the absolute wrenching state of failure. And I got a different bronze from you guys. I chose the 0-0 game. The international 0-0 game that happened.
U.S. and Mexico.
Yep. You guys just decided to basically give yourselves, what is my life? What is your guys' football lives?
It's because they were too busy beating the crap out of each other. That's why.
This is what's coming.
Why did you? I'm hoping that you guys actually pull something good this Sunday. Otherwise, it's going to be Hell's on Wheels. And sticks up butts.
I could care less at this point.
And you know what? Honorable mention from my list. From my mind, I'm going to say Red Bull's electricity shitstorms.
Oof.
Next time, get that shit cleared up. I know you got presents in poll for this one, but let's hope that those electricity mishaps don't happen again in Jeddah.
Yep. That.
All right. I want to start off my honorable mention. Honorable mention is Urban Meyer. Less said about you, the better. Gonzaga. Gonzaga's my bronze. Gonzaga, why must you let us down? Why can't you get over the hump? Let us know. Don't give me that look. And don't give me that small conference. The West Coast Conference is growing more and more and more and more. You can't use that excuse anymore. Silver is a
fault.
Silver is, of course, the NHL for that Dadonov trade. The guy who scored the OT winner just an hour ago. Less said about that, the better.
And then of course, Italy's the gold from you.
It's the gold for all of us.
Yeah. Also,
how do you
tell you something?
Gonzaga, North Macedonia and You can't laugh at the United States for losing to Trinidad anymore because you just had your golden moment now.
All right.
Good luck.
Valor,
Valor.
Finish it off.
So I'm starting off with my bronze. I am going to say, once again, everybody involved in the Evgeny Dadonov trade. That wasn't like, what the heck happened? And ironically, during this, Dadonov scored the overtime winner. So, yay. And then number 2, this is actually hard. I was thinking like possibly Gonzaga. I'm thinking of a couple. I'm putting a tie here. Gonzaga for being Gonzaga. And here's another one that I think people are stuck. The people trying to dig out ever forward. It's been a couple of days, and how the heck do you get a full boat stuck in the Chesapeake Bay and not get it out by now? Come on. And yes, I literally have photos of it.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
Yes,
Okay.
I've seen that ship still there.
You're not hiding
I
it.
also have, and you know what? I'm also gonna. Valor, do you have an honorable mention from your list or no?
I don't have an honorable mention this week.
Okay.
we're giving congratulations to Italy because you got made to tomato paste in a division that was almost handed to you.
Hang on. No. You were in PAF C. You were destined to go face Portugal for outright PAF supremacy. And yet, what did you do? You fucked that loser's poll.
They made
Shut up.
tomato paste.
Shut up, Italy, Italian fans, and say, but we were close. No, you lost by a goal, by a last-minute goal. Eat your hearts out. Eat your hearts. Cook them. Eat them. You're done for now.
That's amore.
When the
You don't
moon
have to
hits
hear this
your eye
bullshit.
like a big pizza
Hang
pie.
on. Whoa,
let's
guys, I'm not finished yet. Let's hope that you guys can get your acts together, basically, for the Nations League coming up.
They won't
And
even
hopefully
do that.
you don't fuck that thing so hard, you're basically going to get eliminated from qualification from Euro 24.
Do it.
The world is waiting to shit on your face.
I want laughs. Give it to us.
And you know what I'm going to say? Hopefully you guys don't fuck it up in Paris.
Oh, who's worse, 2022 Italy or
Nope!
1994?
Billy.
Really? Okay, time out him. That's bad.
But before this goes any further off the rails, thanks, Billy. Let's get to the
There.
end.
Gone for 5 freaking minutes.
Well, we're gonna end it anyways in 5 minutes.
Let's start. Let's end this now.
Actually,
Okay.
before we get, we all agreed that we would do one giant shout out at this point.
Absolutely. Tech to our friend, you've seen him here on the stream, and who we've thanked numerous times for letting us promote on his server, even though it is technically YouTube's. He will be having his upcoming his 100th stream on Twitch, and we keep it. This is not just like this guy. I don't think we could say enough how fantastic a person he is to have here with his insight, analysis, and also his. He does a little bit of trolling at times, and we absolutely have to say, Ag, from all of us, mega congrats to you, and what else is there to say other than well, to show him.
You want to know what I'm saying at this point? Congratulations! It's at this point because not only, hopefully, you have 100 more episodes of more bullshittery than ever before. Cheers!
Absolutely. And also, while we're on it, a big shout out to Dr. Zion for letting us promote on her server as per usual. And I think that's it for shout-outs from me, unfortunately.
I think we're all going for. Let's keep this as full main.
Let's skip the individual shoutouts.
Yes, because
I think and we also want to say a huge shout out to Off the Wall Hockey as well. Dude, we like ya, and we actually do, as well as to all the streamers that Zep decides to show us off to, including. I hope you have a list. I'm doing it to you. I'm leaving it up to you, man.
Okay, so to the streamers that were on that include Double A Gaming, Morgan Paralite, Bruce Princess, Daddy Lucifer, hi Matt, Raven On, Chloe Fluff, Raymeen, Stutters. I'm trying to think of who else, but I think that's pretty much it.
I am Zeke.
Oh, of course, Zeke, Mayan. Thank you guys, especially you, Mayan. Thank you for all the support you give to this channel. And also, Billy, please don't drink the stupid juice again. You know.
Oh, he will. Don't worry.
He will. He'll probably just drink more of it tonight during the poker match.
And also, to Dark Kirby who joined us earlier. Thank you so much for joining in.
All right.
And to all of you out there, thank you for tuning in.
Oh yeah. Also, huge shout outs to personal group stuff, actually, for the first time in a while. Shout out to my Twitch and my Twitter. You can find them both at Health28. Duck, his channel, Red Rubber Duckwin, and Reckoning's website, on which I'm not going to actually state its name, but yeah.
And also, on next Saturday, I'm going to be doing a play-by-play for both Final Four games. And I'm thinking about making this a charity stream. And I'll announce the charity pretty soon. And I'm also going to be doing one for Monday for the national championship game on Monday night.
All right. And with that said, boys, do you have any final words of encouragement to our national squads?
Just don't drink the stupid juice and you'll make it.
Don't choke.
You know what I'm going to say, boys.
You're just rubbing it in at this point.
Yeah, I am.
I think that translates to "Whoa, Canada."
Hey, Zep, I think I got another one up for us. Hopefully, they get blown out of the group stages again.
At least they can.
And I'm actually pointing that at myself, not you guys. Hint
Just
68.
end the stream already.
Hey, all I can say is
thank you.
Blame 68 for our group stage outage. Okay.
Thank you for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. If you like to put a comment and give us a question and answer, we'll gladly do it.
Yeah. Just basically don't be
an idiot.
Damn it, he's back.
And whatever. We're ending anyways. So with that said, thank you very much for watching. We'll catch you on the next one. Peace.
See ya.
Do I even have to... I don't even want to say what I'm thinking for charity yet.
Just